TruBlu is your home for all our new sting operations, and we thank you for being part of what we do. This series is created as a public service to highlight the dangers that your children may face. If you're a parent or know parents who may benefit from this, we urge you to share it with them and help us spread the word. Thank you. At first glance, it looks like harmless fun. Millions of kids logging on to play, create, and connect. But behind the bright colors and playful avatars, there's a different reality, one most parents never see. And now, it seems not a day passes on social media without Roblox being connected to another alarming case.
The number of survivors out there is monumental.
So how did a platform built for children become a place where predators can so easily find, groom, and exploit them? This isn't a series of isolated incidents, it's a pattern repeating over and over again.
I'm a victim of this platform. The reason why I do my work, it's deeply motivated in my own personal trauma, and Roblox has tried to not only silence me, they have tried to totally suppress the work that I'm doing.
After years of investigating child predators, one thing is certain: they adapt. As technology evolves, so do they. And so have I.
What do you think happened?
I was talking to a kid when I really didn't know if it was like somebody who was under my age. Some things have been said, and
Where were you talking to him?
I believe on Roblox.
How did this case first come to your attention?
I received a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Roblox reported him for suspicious activities that were occurring on there.
So Roblox filed a report, and
Yes.
that tip was directed towards you.
Yes. This was an individual who was almost systematically looking for children and trying to exploit them. He would establish age, he would find out how old they were. He would say, I'm this age, is that okay? Sometimes it would be his actual age. Typically it'd be a year or two older than whatever they said. Once they said they were okay with that, he would begin to talk about pictures, kind of see what you're wearing. And then he would get into, can I see dirty pictures is the wording he would typically use. Though most of that happened on a different platform.
Where would he go after Roblox? Discord or?
Discord. Because on Roblox, you can't share media. I mean, you can still upload media and put it on a wall in a picture frame, but you can't share it in a chat form. You can't have a video call with someone. So they were having chats with people, determining their age, so children, and then trying to move them off platform and talking about sexual topics.
We have cases of abuse, exploitation, extortion, grooming, and in the worst instances, sexual abuse, horrific kidnapping and sex trafficking that is attributable to Roblox and to another app called Discord.
In the cases that we've filed so far, we have in Iowa a 13-year-old who met this super predator from Tennessee who pretended to be a kid. This is just this past year, 2025. Groomed her, showed up outside her grandmother's home in West Des Moines, Iowa, kidnapped her, trafficked her to Tennessee, and raped her.
When I read these stories, I don't know if I'd say flashbacks, but it's just like very eerie similarities. A lot of the predators that I'll catch, it's just all I can make is these comparisons to what happened to me when I was a kid and what has happened to all these other people.
Sexual abuse, sexual exploitation has lifelong consequences for the victims. This is something that has to be taken seriously, has to be taken seriously by Roblox, has to be taken seriously by legislators. That's really just what we're dealing with here. That's why we're fighting so hard for these people. The Louisiana Attorney General filed a lawsuit just recently.
Roblox knowingly and intentionally fails to provide notice to parents and child users of its extreme dangers.
Among the first, if not the first, Attorney General in America to file a lawsuit against Roblox. What motivated you to do that, to take this action?
Well, initially, I think what drew my attention was just some information that I had been exposed to that showed the kind of experiences that were being promoted on Roblox without any real meaningful restrictions for children. Things like a public bathroom simulator or P. Diddy, houses, and that's just two examples, that I think were disturbing. So 60% of their user base, which is over 300 million, are children that are 16 and under. 40% of their user base are children that are 12 and under.
And now they're the #1 online gaming app, but at what cost? At what cost did they become the #1 online gaming app?
It's a result of heavy marketing about the safety and educational quality of this game. Not a single warning about the risk that users as young as 13 and in many instances younger could be introduced to adults at all, let alone adults who are predators.
I think that any app who is marketing to kids has a higher responsibility to protect those kids. What I saw with Roblox was not only were they not keeping the promises that they were making overtly to parents and to kids, but they were doing the bare minimum, if that, to actually protect kids. When you only have 3,000 content monitors for an app that has 320 million users, 80 million a day, that's almost non-existent.
We think that there's going to be many other states that are going to file suit.
We're announcing a landmark lawsuit against Roblox.
Roblox game has some experiences there that are definitely not appropriate for children.
Paxton says the platform has become a digital playground for predators.
For its knowing failure to protect children from the darkness that lurks on its platform.
Very ill-intentioned adults viewed this site as a way to get access to kids.
Companies like Roblox have become breeding grounds for predators to get to and have access to our kids.
Why have you focused so acutely on Roblox?
Well, I think as public officials, our #1 duty is to protect our kids, to leave this country better for the next generation than we found it. And you see predators going after kids in so many new ways today as technology has advanced. Roblox, based on our investigation, has operated and made a lot of money while knowing that it's the breeding ground for child predators.
Your investigation is not just a civil matter. This is a criminal investigation.
That's right. We began a civil inquiry many months ago back in the spring, and the information we uncovered revealed such gross neglect, potentially at the level of knowing predatory practices are happening and ignoring it. But if that is taking place, they need to be held accountable.
They have provided a platform and a place where child sex predators can find children, they can find each other.
It often begins with something that seems harmless, an in-game message, a friend request, or an offer that's hard for a child to refuse. The conversation moves quickly off platform into private channels like Discord, where there's little oversight and even fewer safeguards. What starts as a simple exchange can escalate into coercion, manipulation, and exploitation in a matter of minutes.
Not only can they groom them for their own predatory purposes, but they can also groom them into sextortion schemes. We've seen that happen too.
Is Roblox responsible for this if it is just the meeting place and the illegal activity ultimately takes place on another platform like Discord?
Roblox is facilitating the meeting place. So, they are very, very much a part of the problem. It's not any different than if we opened a public park and said, come on in, sex predators, we've filled this park with children. You can come and interact with them, and then we'll have no meaningful protections or restrictions from you picking somebody off and taking them somewhere else to abuse them.
And that's where in Florida, we've seen people start to groom kids. They start asking for pornographic content through these applications. They start to threaten other young kids if they don't cooperate and continue the behavior, that they're going to do things to expose them. And then in the worst of cases, they schedule in-person meetings or learn about where personal locations are, and that's where you see the worst abuse. We've seen actual sexual assaults of kids that originate through communications on the platform.
What was he asking of these children?
He was asking for them to create child sexual abuse material for him.
Child porn?
Mm-hmm. He asked at least one of them to sexually abuse a younger sibling, and then directed them to take a video of it.
And he was able to convince children to do this sort of thing?
The messages said that he was successful in convincing them.
How many children do you believe were victimized by this man?
I can't even ballpark it for you. I can tell you that he estimated that it was several a day. And based off of what I've seen, that is not unreasonable. Several a day for a year.
So hundreds, potentially.
I believe that would be a reasonable estimate.
I'm Detective Austin, Marin County Sheriff's Office.
I wasn't trying to do anything bad. I think I was just like...
I mean, Christian, I'm going to be honest with you. Telling someone to have their child sibling ejaculate inside of them, that's doing something bad. So I don't think that that's believable or fair for you to claim that you weren't trying to do something bad. And I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be condescending, but I think it's important we are clear in here. My partner back here, Camacho, he works for the Department of Homeland Security.
So 10 years and above?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do you feel, now that we're talking about this, how do you feel about that sexual desire for a 10-year-old, for an
I
11-year-old.
understand it's wrong, and I thought since I was like still a minor, I thought it wasn't gonna be like it wasn't gonna have a. I knew it was gonna be bad, but I didn't know it was gonna like lead to this.
Well, did you think when you turned 18 in a few months that you would stop?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna stop eventually because it was a habit.
Have you tried to stop before?
Yes, sir.
And do you believe you would have stopped?
Like I would have, but something like inside me just like kicked in and made me wanted to do it again.
You understand that what you're describing is an addiction.
Someone who has a sexual attraction to the violation of innocence and to having innocence violate other innocence is someone who has no business being free in our society.
Christian Scribbin has been charged as an adult with directing a sexual performance by a child, utilizing a computer to solicit a child while misrepresenting age, and unlawful use of a two-way communications device.
This is a game here on Roblox. This is called Romy. This game is based off of something called Omegle, which was shut down for child exploitation. It was sued out of existence. But then it was remade onto Roblox. And it should not surprise you what would happen. So this is our decoy account. We'd hop in, right? This is a random account. We just write how old, and super beautiful. Yeah, he's asking if I swap pictures. So that's to trade nudes. Yeah, I mean, we have so many instances of this.
And the status of this game now?
This game actually did get removed, but it was actually only taken down by the developer because of how many bad actors were playing it. But people have recreated it. Actually, just today, here, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. So this is the new game on Roblox that emulates this. I had some people show me this. I mean, this is literally the interactions. It's called Row Social, right?
Row Social.
It's the same game, but this is on the game right now. And this is what people have shown me. Stranger, hey, hello, how are you? Want a duck? So Roblox is allowing these games where anonymous people can talk with strangers. And I mean, that's the #1 place where you find child predators.
So where you have 8, 10, 11-year-olds on this internet game communicating with strangers, not realizing that they're significantly older adults, that makes the application very dangerous.
We'll send Roblox some of the most horrific instances where, for instance, we got a guy here in Chicago. His whole plan was to drive 12 hours to have sex with this, what he believed, I think it was 13, with this 13-year-old. We confronted him in person. He was arrested. He was charged. We sent Roblox all the information, and I mean, he had horrifically groomed what he thought was his kid.
These people, they're super predators. When they're dealing with, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old kids, they know how to get information from them, coerce them. I mean, you can just imagine thinking about having your child at the park, a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12, 13-year-old, speaking to some 37-year-old.
What kind of games have you played on there? Like, I've played a few.
I just mostly play obbies or Tycoons.
I had a friend, and then I don't know how I kind of found their furry tycoon games. I was playing that for a while.
One of my online friends were playing a furry game. It had weird stuff in it.
Oh, weird stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds like a game I'd be interested in seeing. With you.
Do you like furries?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, I would say. I don't commit to, becoming one. I don't know, but I'm into it.
That's the thing about it. These people they're trying to look for someone to play Roblox sex games with them.
There's bedroom experiences. There are avatars who can all get naked and interact with each other and engage in sexual conduct, and there's no meaningful restriction for children, and that's what really was alarming to me.
I just joined the server. ABC to trade sus pics, girls only. ABC for a girl down to do anything on Roblox only. I'm going to be silent probably the whole time. C for girl. Do I have to take clothing off? Oh my god, did you see that? Editor, go back on that. Oh no. This game has 6 million visits. I just joined another one of these games. The first message I see is, oh my god, what have I gotten myself into? Private chat for snappy, girls only. ABC for Snap. If you don't know what that is in reference to, that is in reference to Snapchat. So these here are rooms that you can buy to do weird stuff in. And there's inappropriate animations. Room 14 for sus. Oh boy. Alright. But you better talk. Oh my god. Please shut that door. I'm gonna try glitching my camera in here. Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god. What is going on in here? I just saw probably about 10 different Roblox accounts going to town. Oh my god, how is this on Roblox? What is this game turned into, bro? I just missed when it was just a blocky game. We're like the top games on Roblox were like Murder Mystery 1.
If you go into a condo on Discord, how does that then relate back to Roblox?
These servers are dedicated to finding and joining condos on Roblox. They will advertise Roblox games that are inappropriate within their servers. So
on Discord?
On Discord, yeah. So anytime Roblox takes action, they click a button, a new game's already up on the platform. And this is all being facilitated by Discord.
So are the condos on Discord or Roblox?
They're on Roblox, but Discord is where they're like meeting up.
So the activity on Discord and then it moves to Roblox?
Yes, a lot of times it does, yes. I mean, these are Roblox users. They send us their Roblox accounts and we just take a glance at it. These people are a lot of times talking to minors. They have communications with other kids, and it's just something that became more and more common. And I eventually had to create binders, literal binders, and send that to their brick and mortar location in California.
One of the things we keep seeing, and it happens over and over again, is that when a game on Roblox is identified as being exploitive or inappropriate for children, that game is removed, but it appears again with a slight change in the title or the graphics. And so what you have is essentially the same inappropriate exploitive game coming back to the platform. And so these creators are sometimes very clever at circumventing the efforts in place at Roblox to keep them off the platform. And it's frustrating. And kids continue to have access to this stuff.
I created a little fake account and I looked at some of these communities and I was blown away. I mean, there are people trading and exchanging child pornography for Roblox's currency. report literal child porn rings where predators are distributing, like they are called map communities on the platform.
Minor attracted.
Yeah, minor
persons.
attracted person, yeah. You're writing, I'm trading little boy photos, and you go to the comments, all that, you know, in the description, you report that. And it's openly available and accessible. You can go on groups and you'll find these people. They were saying, hey, I'm trading, I'm selling for Robux.
It's astounding. Roblox has a direct financial interest in every single transaction in which Robux are used.
And a lot of these arguments have also been brought up in lawsuits regarding the company.
The dangerous content on Roblox is not limited to games. The Pedophile Hellscape report found that a basic search for adult in the Roblox app revealed a group with 3,334 members openly trading child pornography and soliciting sexual acts from minors. And tracking these members unearthed additional Roblox groups engaged in the same criminal conduct, including one massive group with 103,000 members. Yet Roblox failed even to implement any age restrictions on these criminal groups, deliberately leaving them accessible to all users. God, they even have a public chat wall for a group named Adult Studios, where users could openly solicit child pornography.
All of the AGs have units that pursue internet crimes against children, and Roblox is one of the chief platforms that we have found predators finding kids, but they can also find each other. And whether they are able to share it actually on Roblox or they just agree and they all meet each other and get to know each other, then they can move off that platform and trade CSAM off the platform too. But there is some, I think, reporting that thousands of sex predators have managed to meet each other and then trade CSAM.
If Roblox is getting a percentage of a transaction in which child sexually abusive material is exchanged, would that be a crime?
Potentially. It all depends what they know and when they knew it. There's gross negligence and carelessness, and then there's active concealment and disregard. Again, two different areas, and I'm a rule of law guy. I'm never going to go in and accuse somebody of explicit criminal conduct until we know that they've done it. But here, there was certainly enough to get our attention, to scare us and make us realize, this could be more than just a civil consumer protection issue.
In most states, we have limited the access of people who are convicted sex predators. They can't go into parks. They can't go into schools. There are places where they cannot go. And yet the internet is just open season on kids.
Roblox has not done a good enough job with age verification.
The time that I filed the lawsuit, I think their age verification amounted to checking a box. It just wasn't meaningful age verification. There are much more robust ways to verify age and to restrict access through parental controls and make sure that they can't simply be circumvented.
Facing growing scrutiny, Roblox has introduced a series of safety changes aimed at limiting how minors communicate and what they can access. Direct messaging for younger users is now more restricted. Parental controls have been expanded, and access to private or more mature experiences has been tightened. The goal is clear: reduce risk and give parents more oversight. But the question remains, how effective are these measures in practice? On January 1st, 2026, Roblox introduced a new age verification system, requiring users to confirm their age through facial scanning in order to access chat features on the platform. Users who do not complete verification are unable to chat with those who do and are limited to communicating with others in similar age groups.
It's clear to me they don't want to be a platform where children are exploited, even though it's happening. I don't think they're where they need to be. They reached out to me proactively and have been trying to get feedback and figure out what they can do to make this stop.
They have made some changes, yes, and we're supportive of that. We'll work with anybody that wants to make their business safer for kids, that's going to make business changes that fight back against dangerous predators. But there are still too many cases going on as recently as this past month where we see predatorial activity. So they haven't done enough. There's more that needs to happen.
Roblox is touting its new age verification system as a way to keep children much safer on its platform, and it is a good step. My questions, though, are why did it take so long? Why did the company have to be under such pressure from attorneys generals and victims of predatory behavior on its platform before they acted? In the days following the announcement, critics were quick to point out potential gaps. Other users argue that without access to chat, the platform itself changes, raising concerns about how safety measures may impact the core experience. And for many, the focus isn't just on what's changing now, but on what happened before these measures were put in place. Recently, Roblox rolled out a big announcement saying it had enhanced age verification.
How many lives were destroyed before they made that decision to say, you know what, we're going to enact safety features? Could have made a big difference many years ago. They're trying to force survivors into confidential arbitrations where they can't share their story, that they can't warn parents about what's going on. Part of the healing process for many survivors is being able to eventually talk through what happened, to share their story. Schlepp has gained a lot of strength because he experienced something, he shared it. Now it should be up to the survivor. If they want to do something confidentially, they should be given that right. If they want to speak about what happened and warn parents and share their story, they should also have that right. What we hope from this case is to force them, whether it's through legislation, whether it's through the lawsuits, whether it's through public pressure, to change its game, to make it safer.
Roblox does have a story to tell, and it's the predators who commit the crimes here.
I think children are becoming more and more connected with technology. Technology is becoming less and less a privilege and more a necessity. When I grew up, you were not allowed to even have your cell phone on your person in a school. And now everybody has their cell phone. Everybody's connected to the internet 24/7. It's a much different world. And so as we give the world access to our children, the amount of our children that are going to be exploited is going to go up and up. Even the smartest of children are falling prey to many of the extortion scams we're seeing.
We live in an environment now where we used to think that our child was safe when they were in our house or in their own bedroom, and they're not. If they're on the internet, if they're on a phone, anything that has them connected to the internet, they are not safe.
I've actually been groomed, I've been victimized on this platform. I'm just trying to help stop child predators within the community.
In a perfect world, our children would be able to enjoy a gaming platform like Roblox without fear of being exploited. Sadly, that is not our world. As we've told you, Roblox has implemented age verification and facial recognition in an attempt to prevent predators from engaging children. Roblox has also started a Parents Champions program to involve the parents of children on the platform in its safety initiative. But listen to this. In order to participate, parents must sign a non-disclosure agreement and agree to never seek a legal claim against Roblox or any of its employees, leaving critics to wonder if the company is more concerned with success than safety. We'll continue to report on this and every other aspect of child safety and to do our part to encourage dialogue and awareness and put predators on notice that we are watching.